We're open. Oh, it's the controversial Best of Swoop show, and we're here. It's because Sunday, or today is what, April? I'm about to say March. It's crazy. April 16th. And it's a great Sunday because the Knicks won and whooped the Cleveland Cavaliers last night in the first game of the playoffs. So,
good ass game.
Great game. You feel me? A lot of people didn't think my Knicks was going to make it, but we here. New York, man, Knicks tape. If you don't know, we know. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big Knicks fan, been a Knicks fan my whole life. So we shouting out the Knicks today. Also, shout out to Cork and Thorn and the hospitality that I got showed there. Shout out to K-Fly. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to the whole crew over there that had everything going on. It was jumping on Friday. I don't usually go out like that, but I was out on Friday night.
Next so. He don't go out. He be out every weekend, bro.
I don't be going nowhere, man. I go out to eat a couple places. I might go over a little trip here or there, but I don't really go nowhere. But it's the controversial Best of Swoop show, and we're here. It's another week. I'm here with the controversial and always beautiful Christine, and then we have the boisterous and the boisterous, notorious, need more hoes, slowly maturing Best over here as well today. What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling?
What's going on? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's really in your repertoire for like you can remember the exact words every time.
What? The intro,
whole, like in order, everything.
Need it. My boy need him, man. He need him. First of all, also, not only did the Knicks win, it's officially sundress season, fellas.
Oh.
It's our time. Listen, it's the ladies' time to shine, and it's our time to get our things off. If you one of them guys, if you're not, I feel bad for you.
I told a girl the other day. I met a girl at the I just like little get together. I said, I ain't gonna lie. You fired. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. It's summertime, you feel me? So if you ain't gonna pick it, you feel me? You gotta know it's summertime. Like it's like I respect you for telling.
It's spring. Like, it's not summer yet. Spring, but it's spring slash summer is getting there. You feel me?
But I know summertime has kicked in though. I'm talking about that summer effect. I can't be in no relationship. I gotta be outside. So
gotta be outside.
Gotta be outside.
They like, yo, where you at? I'm outside. You feel me? It is what it is. Also. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, Christine, if you haven't seen it, has a new interview out with Hoop and Motivate. You should go check that out. Shout out to my guys, Norm, Bizu, and Ivy. And I actually went to college with Bizu and Ivy at Brockport. So those are my guys. Shout out to them. And shout out to Norm, even though he went to Buff State. You know, hit against Buff State. The track team was fire, so I always got a little love for them. Where are we starting today?
Do you have an echo in your ears, please?
Ooh.
That is...
Me? I always have my ears pierced.
Best is out. Listen, Thought-tivity is activated. Super Thought.
Y'all know y'all can catch me at tonight.
Super Thought, man. Let's go.
Y'all know y'all can catch me at. Y'all can catch me at Little Meats tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't into the crib at 3 a.m. last night.
Listen, you know if you catch me, it's gonna be somewhere outside.
Outside.
I'm surprised you didn't go to Freaknik, Best.
Who?
Yeah.
Nah, I got Little Meats today. You know I'm doing I'm doing red carpet interviews.
Okay. Shout out to that. I just know that Freaknik you'd have been a little active.
Come on, bro. You know me. I'm going to shit.
Absolutely. I'm out to be outside. I don't know where I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna be outside somewhere. What you said, Christine?
I mean, be careful when you have multiple women being out.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Christine is wild, son. She's like, I don't know. Like, you the feds, boy? What's going on here? You the feds. The federales. We're going to start with some nasty shit real quick, man. This nigga, Marques Houston, man, you's a nasty motherfucker, man. That's what we're going to start it off. Christine, you might know more about the situation than we do. I just know the brief. You want to break us down what's going on with this?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of controversy on this topic. Now, I do want to get some facts straight. His wife was a missing person before she got married.
What?
Now, yeah, she was missing around 16. She popped up at 18 and ended up being engaged a week after she turned 18 to him, which a lot of people don't know. So, that's tea.
That's a lawsuit. What the fuck is going on here?
And so the crazy thing is, he's a Jehovah's Witness, and if you see in a lot of his interviews, he backs up that with Jehovah's Witness, his religion.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife, and kind of sugarcoats everything. Our religion, and I didn't get with my wife until she was 18. But people seem to miss the fact this was an actual missing person. And then when she was found, she got engaged. So you put the pieces together. What you think was happening before she turned 18?
That sounded like he was doing everything they accused R. Kelly of doing. Best don't start the R. Kelly shit today either. But that sounds like some real R. Kelly shit that he got accused of. Yo, here you go.
Look, take the cuss. I'm gonna say.
So you gonna free Marques Houston too?
I ain't listen to the music like that. I don't care what they do with him. I ain't say free Robert Kelly, free R. Kelly.
I'm dead, man. I just find it to be disgusting and repulsive that his timeline don't make sense, because now knowing this, it makes it worse. They said she was missing at 16. He said he met her at 17. He's 20 years her senior. What the fuck could y'all possibly be talking about? What can you mean? Like, he said that they met, they was hanging out, they had a mutual groups of friends. What groups of friends is these that a 37-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl is gonna have? And then you got Houston. What?
And guys, like, I'm not gonna lie, at 17 and 18, I really thought that I knew it all. But now that I look back, I'm like, oh, hell no. So I can't even imagine. Like, what about you guys? Like, around that age, y'all thought y'all really, like, got the grasp of life? I really thought I did.
At 17, I was kicked out. So I was living with my girlfriend with her mom ain't know. Well, yeah, that was my life at 17.
At 17, I was just enjoying life. Actually, no, I was in college at 17, so I thought life was going to be easy. I thought I was going to do an interview, I was going to take off and get rich. But 6 years later, look at me now.
What the fuck? Yo, that sounded wild sad, yo. That's going to be the drop, bro. I ain't going to hold you. 6 years later, look at me now. That's crazy as hell.
I thought I was going to graduate high school and be rich by the time I was 18.
Yeah, I
thought I was 21.
Listen, man. That's a side thing. But at 17, I thought I knew everything. I was kicked out at 16, 17. I was doing what I had to do to survive. And like I said, I had a girlfriend. I was spending a lot of time at her house. She didn't know I was kicked out, but she kind of knew. So it was a weird time. It was a weird space in my life. So I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just thought I knew shit. Very impulsive, very just doing shit. Yeah, just doing shit on impulse, not really thinking shit through. And yeah.
Go ahead.
Nope, I'm done with that.
So is that like rape? So
that's grooming. That's worse than rape. He groomed her to be his wife.
Right. Because it was probably consensual.
Mm-hmm. You have a daughter, Christine. I can only imagine when you reading this story how the fuck you felt.
Kill me a nigga real fast.
That's how it is now. That's not how it be, but that's just sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like you Marques Houston, bro. Like you have way more options than the average.
Bro, the nigga been famous since he was like 9.
I'm saying, bro. So why groom? Like I'm knowing you have options, or like unless there's something bad going out about you in the industry that we just don't know about. But regardless, bro, you can go to the city, you can go to the city and be like, oh, Rochester, New York, you gonna have them hoes flocking, bro. You Marques Houston, bro. You didn't have to do all that.
Not even that, man. We know where his background comes from. If y'all don't know the B2K story or the alleged stories of horrors, the things that Razby and a bunch of them other guys said, some of what Fizz said, the stories that they experienced in B2K, and the things with Chris Stokes. They used to call him Chris Strokes, pause, because they said his misconduct with some of the members in a group, and they were teenagers at that time, and he was Marques Houston's longtime manager. So I can only imagine the shit he might have made him think was normal too. But Marques Houston, that's some nasty shit, man.
I ain't gonna lie, and that could be an excuse, right? But
it's not an excuse. Fuck that. Nah, it's nasty.
No. At a certain point, you know right from wrong, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And if you feel like your past was that bad that you about to go get therapy, you got money.
See, but you got to know it's a problem first. It's like that saying you know right from wrong.
But you know some stuff is a
saying something is right from wrong, that shit mad subjective, bro. Like niggas gotta that's too surface layer. When something becomes normalized to you, you don't know that it's different. Like you don't know shit is different if you grow up in a household and y'all live a certain way. You don't know something is different until you experience living with somebody else. You're like, oh, y'all don't do shit like this. Well, that's how I always did it. So I can't.
That's a fact. That's why I feel like I'm glad that I came from like African culture at home and the American culture at school, basically, like, or my friends, because like you'd be like, damn, bro, as African, that junk would never slide, or you be seeing certain shit like, not to use a stereotype. When you hear like white kids, he's saying like, shut the fuck up, mom. I'm like, what the fuck, like how? I mean, you just know certain shit is wrong.
Yeah, shit is crazy. It's nasty, and one day we'll learn the full story one day when she writes her book. So
honestly, I hope she gets some help. I hope he gets some help. So this cycle just continues.
They don't think they need help. That's the thing. You can't get the first step to get like in therapy, addiction, to anything. The first thing to even recovery, you gotta admit that you got a problem. None of them see that there's a problem in the situation.
Yeah, and I feel like too. I mean, you guys have mentioned he could have any girl or whatever, and he's been in the industry, but it's like we've seen this story happen time after time. I mean, like
Elvis Presley.
It's obviously these people like younger girls like that's, and not in a good way. Not like, oh, she's like a year or two younger than me. Like this.
I wouldn't even been mad if she was 22.
So what?
I wouldn't even been mad if she was 22. If she's 20, 22, 23, like it's not prefer my thing. But if you 37 and you got somebody that's 23, 24, all right, they're adult. But 16, 17, man, come on.
Yeah, I'm not mad about the age difference because a lot of people parents got age difference. That don't mean nothing. I'm mad about the grooming part. Like you groomed her at 17, but she's still like at 17, you don't even know what's going on in life. You still trying to learn for yourself for. You use your advantage. You know she didn't know no better, bro.
And not just the grooming part.
And she was an adult, and she was like 18, 19. She got her own thing.
Nah, 18 is still too young. She gotta be 20. She gotta be 21, and that's not even me. But just saying, she gotta be able to buy her own drink, bro. You can't even buy cigarettes at the store at 18 no more.
And we keep saying 17, but like this girl was missing at 16.
That's what I'm saying too. Exactly, she was missing for 2 years, and then popped up engaged to you. That's crazy.
He was hiding her. Sorry, I felt it so much. Yeah. He was hiding her. And like that's basically what it's called, allegedly.
That's where all the trails are pointing to. Moving forward, they found out who killed Bob Lee, man. The Cash App executive that everybody thought that was killed by the government. They found out who killed him, and cops arrested a man for the stabbing, killing Bob Lee. It was also another person in tech. I don't got the person's name in front of me. I'll try to find him in a second. But y'all thoughts on this? Because we got the conspiracy theorists in the world that think everything that happens, the government sees all and do all. Even though they do a lot of shit, but come on.
Wasn't that his friend, right?
Yeah.
Did they have a reason why he did it, or it just?
It was 2 in the morning. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think it's nothing that any of my friends could do 2 in the morning that made me want to kill him.
I thought it's jealousy. 2 in the morning, he's drunk. They started expressing how they feel by each other, and then you grab a knife.
You expressing something not listen.
No.
Listen. Not, as a man, and Mike, you can say something if you want to here, as well. 2 in the morning. I don't give a fuck how mad my homeboy made me. Nigga, I'm trying to go get some pussy. Fuck is you talk like? Get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I don't want to talk shit to you, nigga. It's 2 a.m. I'm not. Pussy asleep. Old head always told me this one thing. I don't argue with nobody. I can't bend over or put on my taxes. I'm not arguing with no nigga. Sorry, it's 2 a.m. Nigga. You're not my woman. Fuck out there.
I tell people once we hit 12, once we hit 10:30, when I be at the parties and shit, niggas be talking what's the move. I don't want to hang with men. I don't care what a man do. Like, you ever see them statuses? They'll be like, who up or some shit, and another man will like it. I'm like, bro, why the fuck would you like my who up status? You think I give a fuck about you being up? I want to know.
I ain't gonna lie. That's wild pause, bro. What the fuck? What? If you like another man who up status after during booty call hours, you are a flagrant nigga, man. They got to arrest you. You got to be arrested for being aggressive.
Yo, Swoops, niggas be doing it, bro. Like, Swoops, it got to a point, bro. I'm like, who upstairs? It'll be a nigga. I say I know him, but I really know him. And I'd be having to delete the status because, like, why the fuck are you liking my status? If like, let's just say you my man.
Nah.
Let's just say you my man is at the thing you need to. You can call my phone. Don't like my fucking status, bro. I don't give a fuck about you being up. I want to talk to y'all that called you. I want to talk to the bitches only.
Nah, listen, man. God damn, Best. I've been working on the best meter too. We gonna have it by next episode. I'm gonna send it to Mike.
That's fine. I want to be up with sluts at the 10:30. I don't even want to be up with regular female. I want to be up with sluts.
Yo,
I'm talking about
10:30 is about early in the night. What the fuck? You wild horny. 10:30. The spot don't get active till like midnight. What are you doing?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm getting old, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you're not banging by 12:30.
Listen, I don't care how tired. I'm never too tired to do that. I'm
never too tired, but like
I could be in the dead of sleep. Hey, we good. We doing this. I don't know. I catch my second win, something like that. But the most
better be up. The fuck?
Huh?
Y'all don't have no kids. Y'all better be up for that. You up text. What you mean, like?
Bro, oh nah, listen. I'm up for the you up text. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, don't play stupid. Like, don't wait to hit me up at you up text at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, bitch, I'm not up. I'm sleeping. I'm sorry. You missed your window.
I'm angry as a bitch sleeping right now. You talk about you up at 4 in the morning, bitch. You got 2 hours. Yo, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Right?
Yo, hold on. we got to talk about Bob Lee. So the person that killed him name was Nima Momini. They say it may have been a lover's quarrel. That's one of the theories thrown out there. Others are saying it's jealousy. We don't know what it is. It just doesn't sound right. But they found the person that killed Bob Lee. And then Best, also, when you get, we're going to let you get into your point, and then we got to address Mikey Williams, the 5-star basketball recruit from California that was snubbed of the McDonald's All-American game. And a lot of it was due to character issues. So, Best, on you, what happened?
So yesterday, right? I went to Swan Dive. I had a haircut. You feel me? I was looking nice. You feel me? I was looking, I was tricking. I was buying shots. I think I bought like 6 bitches shots. You feel me? 6 bitches shots. You know, people start fighting.
That's big trick. That's big trick for Best right there. Big trick Best.
Listen, they had me last night. The energy was there. The bitches was feeling me. I feel like I was getting ready to be BMF. You feel me? Because me gonna hand me that chain today. But yeah, a bitch was talking to me, blah, blah, talking about, blah, blah. There's mad bitches, so you gotta keep your options available, you feel me?
Mad women, Best. Remember, this is a public broadcast, and this is technically radio. You gotta chill, man.
All right, it's mad female, but I'm looking for sluts at this point. You feel me? I'm looking for whole sluts. Bitches don't care about nothing. You feel me? I'm looking for sluts. So, you know how East Ave is, straddling, daddling, blah, blah, blah. I was outside at 2:30. Bitches don't want to leave, bro. So, the bitch I probably get home at I probably get home at 3 something. I fall asleep, right? I had girl gonna call me at 4 o'clock, talk about where you at. She called me 10 times, talk about where you at. But I'm asleep. Like, bitch, you had this whole time while I was on East Ave, straggling to tell me I was the skin. I would have stayed my ass up. Now I woke up mad as a bitch, like, damn, I could have got me some pussy. Talk about you look good yesterday. But I fucked good too. You should have told me, could have been like, I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside.
Yo, what the fuck? This nigga, yo, Best, you were insane. So wait, what time did you get home? What time did you get home?
I went home at 3.
What time she called you?
She called me like 4:40, something like that, bro. I was.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you, Best. I ain't gonna hold you. You might have not been the first option, bro.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck first, second. I don't want to be the first option. I never fucked her before. I'm just trying to get a nut off, bro. I don't give a fuck about the last option. Call my phone earlier. We gotta. Material.
Oh my god, you don't have to be boyfriend material to be the first option.
Oh, I never banged her or nothing. Like I never did nothing with her.
But you're not about to be your last resort. Oh, I look good, cool.
She wasn't my first option either. So I guess we both.
You gonna say that? You gonna say this on a public broadcast? Best is the illest nigga ever. Christine, can we get a breakdown of this Best story, please, if you would like to give one?
On the best story?
Yeah, of this best story right here. If you got any comments, concerns.
Concerns, man. Listen, best, I feel like, you know, you ought to be your best life. But first of all that extra shit that you're doing for a nigga who don't eat pussy unless it's lottos, which is not happening anytime soon. It's like, no, you need to give these females some grace. You feel me? Like,
Here, Christine come with the cape. Cape Christine, man. Cape Christine, man. Oh,
listen,
man.
I never let her go get the one up on me like that.
What's the? Sorry. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. Even in my second thought phase of life, I'm not fucking no girl if I want to eat her coochie.
Nah, I'm gonna eat coochie, but like you gotta earn that. Like you gotta earn that, bro. Like. So even fuck with me, it's like you should have some respect when you talking to me. Like you talking about ball off. Come on, like,
yo, this nigga Best is wild. Yo, like, Best, they gonna think you one of them niggas. They gonna think you fresh and fit in a minute, man. They gonna think
you. What a man can't feel good about himself.
Nah, absolutely. Absolutely. I hold
wrong with that?
But at the end of the day, I don't gotta explain that to you. You gonna get this off this energy regardless, baby. So if it gotta be explained clearly, you don't understand what's going on, so you don't got the capacity to deal with me. You might want to take them 2 feet and walk on. Just like that. Simple as that. I'm not explaining. I ain't breaking none of this down. You gonna catch this. You gonna catch this drift or you not? Because if this wave ain't for you, it's not for you.
And I ain't gonna lie. Bro, this other girl, bro. She got like.
Hold on, all right, Best. We're not gonna get to your women's stories.
I'm gonna say this quickly. I'm gonna say this thing. I'm gonna say this, bro. She got 7 more days to let me bang her out the window, bro.
Yo, Best. This is a public broadcast. Other people are gonna hear this.
I want her to know how serious I am too. And she be watching this shit.
So you want us to clip it?
Yeah, we can clip it. She got 7 days. She out of here.
Yo, he gave her a 7-day eviction notice. This is crazy.
Bro, we want to go get a pedicure and manicure, bro. Like, I don't, bro.
That's fire.
Like, no.
Yo, why you be so worried about? Why you be so worried about? Why you be so worried about looking like a trick, bro? Like, if you got it, it's only tricking if you don't got it, man. If she feel like y'all doing something nice is a trick, she not used to it. She used to bum niggas, so she need to get the fuck on.
Well, she let bum niggas fuck, so I want to be the bum niggas.
Why you can't? Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of pause. You thinking about what she let other niggas? You thinking about what other niggas did? That's pause. I'm gonna have to call. I'm your man. I'm gonna have to call you on that. Listen, I don't care what you did before me. I don't give a fuck what you do after me, because when you with me, this gonna be the best time of your life.
Yeah, but hey, I ain't having no fun time. I ain't fucked yet, so I'm. Fuck that manicure, pedicure shit. I was with the fuck right after.
But you just made sure that her upkeep is right. So now you just set a standard for her. Like, bitch, you gotta keep your feet and nose. You gotta keep your feet and toes done to fuck with me.
Yo, fuck her upkeep is I ain't fucked yet, so I don't give a fuck on nothing.
So you want her to come around dirty and smelling like what? No, the fuck?
I don't. She got her own money.
Oh my goodness, bro! It don't even cost that much, man.
It don't, but until I fuck,
and it's like, Groupon, nigga. Get on Groupon or something like that.
She got me. I won't lie. She got me.
Cause you went on a date, nigga. God damn, bro. Y'all niggas want to be. Yo, this is why women think we crazy, because you go on a date and you feel like, yo, I gotta get the pussy right after. Yo, shorty, I get enough regardless. Like, I'm cool. If we don't do it this time, I know you're gonna want to do it because I'm not pressing the issue. When you pressing the issue, they gonna be like, he too thirsty.
I ain't pressing the issue, but I'm just saying.
Nigga, just put out a 7-day notice.
Yeah, I didn't tell it to her face, but she know what type of time.
No, you said she watched the show. You might as well said it to her face. Mikey Williams, man. Mikey Williams, he get caught with 5 accounts for assault with a firearm. He's released on bond as of the other day. He's 18 years old. One of the highest NIL deals for this upcoming class of high school kids. That's about the seniors, and he's been popping for some time now. He actually was most popular because he played on that blue chip team with Bronny. It was one of the marquee players who was number 1 for some time, even though he's not number 1 in this class anymore. Best, what do we want to talk? What do you want to say about this, Christine? What do you want to say about this? Some people are calling this the Ja Morant effect, which I don't think is true. It's always been athletes that get caught up in this situation. We've seen it with Allen Iverson. We see it with Lance Stevenson and other guys. Not this per se, but I've seen it with many other athletes get caught up with these charges of dealing with their environment. I don't understand his environment because Mikey Williams has been rich for some time. And he goes to a school in a small part of California that actually is pretty well off, if I'm correct.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it happens a lot, even in the town. You can't have what's it called, like the best of both worlds. Either you're gonna be a hooper or you're gonna be in the streets. You feel me? And I don't know about if he's tied to the streets or he come around people around.
I don't know how.
Huh?
This nigga been famous since he was in 6th grade. I don't know how.
But you gotta think about it. Niggas be wanting to be hood. Like, look, he want to be young boy. Like, you don't see him throwing a 4K train, all that. Like, I
get it.
You feel me? The music is playing a big influence. Like, the young boy was hanging out at one point in time. So it's like niggas don't want to be no black kid that went to suburban school. That's not a cool story. Everybody want to be a street nigga that go hoop for real.
That's only for niggas that don't live it though. Like niggas that lived it, we don't care about having to. Nigga, I'm from where I'm from. My story. Was cemented. It was cemented. Niggas don't. Yo, bro, you 18 years old catching this. They're not charging you as a kid no more. And now it's about, they're gonna pull strings and get him out the situation because he's gonna go to Memphis next year and play basketball. But now, when they give you a little pow on the hand or a slap on the wrist, you feel me? A slap on the wrist. Does this behavior become worse? Does this become a repetitive thing, or do you actually learn from this and stop doing certain things?
And here's my thing. And how long have you been doing this for? It's like
I don't know about this, but part of the reason why he didn't make the McDonald's game was because they said his character flaws and issues. And that's one of the worst things that you could get tagged with, is character flaws, and then you get caught with this.
Especially when you ain't even make it to especially when you ain't make it to the league yet, bro. You still gotta go to D League, college, whatever.
But
before you get to the league.
This is one of the things, and I love the NIL deal that happens for these high school and college athletes. I love it for sure. But this is what happens when you get the NIL deal now, and then and people that are not in favor of it. Look, you got this 18-year-old kid who hasn't played a game of college basketball, who hasn't played a minute in the NBA, already a millionaire, and this is how he's going to act. He's a spoiled brat. He doesn't want it.
I agree. Then you got character issues. You're not the number one ranked player no more. So people gonna be like, is he even worth it? Like, people are catching up to you. You're not getting better. People don't call.
He got better, but it's still people.
He got better.
But people caught up.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just interesting to see, and even when you watch some of the Baller's Life highlight tapes and stuff, he's fighting and shoving and doing things, and it's like, yo, bro, you play in. Yeah, y'all not playing in a California state, whatever the dream is, but y'all playing other private schools and stuff like that. Y'all not playing like Compton High School. It's not Crenshaw High School. You feel me?
It goes back to everybody want to be hood. Yo, I know you said this, like people that come from that shit. I feel like your generation is more like that, and then you're gonna say, yeah, your algorithm. But we at a point right now where all these black kids feel like they gotta be hood, bro. It's weird to like anime. It's weird to be it's weird to have good grades because everybody wants the bitches and everybody wants the gorgeous female and the females want the like how Christina's a gorgeous female. She want a nigga like King Von, and those are the type of girls that niggas trying to like. Niggas are trying to try Christine. So they gonna start like King Von for Christine. Niggas don't want to be art.
But see, but that be, and again, it's an age thing, it's a demographic thing. This is what you expose yourself to. Like, bro, Machine Gun Kelly's the nigga that's like people like Megan Fox, for example, right? Let's go to the whites. Megan Fox was this, everybody wanted Megan Fox. Machine Gun Kelly's her nigga.
Again, she's an older woman.
Kendall Jenner. Ben Simmons was her nigga for some time.
But it's different when you got bread though.
It's not necessarily bread because you've been to Brockport. If you go to some of these colleges and go to these parties and bars and you see it's only in certain demographics. I've been in spots and I'm like, yo, this is the corniest nigga in here. But he got the joints because he's himself. And either you gonna like me or you not.
That's a fact. But you know how this junk goes. Niggas be targeting. But
everybody want to be something that they. Everybody want to be something that they not. So they got to hit with these realities.
Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be.
Listen, I don't fuck with Alpo, but this is the one realest thing that ever been said. That when Cameron was playing him and Paid in Full, niggas want to be the man just cause. Niggas don't even know why they want to be the man. They want to be the man just to be the man because they think it comes with all. They see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't understand the responsibility, the integrity, and all that shit that comes with being the motherfucker on top and the pressure. Niggas want to be LeBron James. Nigga, I don't want to be LeBron James. Nigga, I don't know. LeBron James don't even got a fucking speeding ticket, bro. I can't imagine what it's like to be LeBron James every day and the pressure that it is. Right. Same thing niggas want the seat. They want to be Christine. They want to be you. They want to be me. They don't understand what goes in, week out to do this shit. And then they get mad when a nigga like Joe Budden be saying he laugh when niggas fail. Yeah, because y'all be coming in this shit thinking it's going to be easy. Everybody nigga just pick up a camera and interview niggas.
Perfect example. Like, look at Jeffrey. As unique as he is, people talk down on him all the time, but he's being himself. Like, he's literally being himself. But a lot of people can't.
But you're talking about a small, and that's a small demographic.
I'm just using that example. Like, people look like, it's like, nobody, I don't think there's nobody out here they'd rather be us than be Jeffrey, because Jeffrey, the way Jeffrey, like, people want this, like, you know how this young goes. People want the girls, bro. Look how Christine talk about Jeffrey. She's like, yo, he's cornball, he's crazy, because even though you know. But
some people probably think that you arrogant. They probably think I'm narcissistic, and
I don't think I'm arrogant.
All right, best. We'll see. They think some people think I'm narcissistic. They think a lot of things about me, and it's like, yo, until you see this, you don't know me. You see what you get what's controlled in the environment. So just be yourself, man. Be yourself. You can call Steph Curry corny and boring, but he a multi-millionaire, got a wife and kids, and a multiple-time MVP, and still one of the best ever to play the game. You can be Steph Curry. Everybody don't got to be Steven Jackson and Allen Iverson and all these niggas that went through some John Morant going through crazy shit. You don't have to. And the niggas that really did it, like what's his name, DeJounte Murray and fucking Caron Butler, who really been shot, really been locked up and shit like that. These niggas don't glorify that shit. They don't even get in trouble when they get in the NBA. So the niggas that wasn't doing it, like Gilbert Arenas, and I fuck with Gilbert, but that wasn't doing it, they be the ones trying to do this shit when they grown at, because you're trying to prove something. Like, shout out to Kwame Brown. We know Kwame and Gilbert be beefing. Kwame was like, all the girls Gilbert was trying to get with, yeah, I was the busty bus, and I was getting 2 points a game or whatever, but I was fucking the drinks you wanted. And you was the MVP, you was the all-star.
So, I don't think Kwame Brown was fucking about
bro, that's the thing. Y'all gotta women don't care that you the MVP. They care that you got the bread. Like, y'all all in the NBA, so y'all all getting paid. So they're gonna pick who they like the most out of the niggas getting paid. Kwame Brown was just not getting. He still was a multi-millionaire, regardless of whether he was nice or not.
Yeah, I ain't got regardless for people. A win is a win.
Like, the only people that think about, oh well, if you that good in your field, you must be getting all the drinks. Not true. My freshman year of college, bro, I wasn't starting in football at all. I wasn't starting on the team. I was third at the time. Then I got the second. I came in fourth on the depth chart. I was fucking more girls than most of the niggas that was starting. Like, all that shit.
Got a personality or something like that. It's hard to be.
It's you're on the team. You're attractive. Yeah, you might not be starting, but you on the team anyway. And we winning. And I look better than the nigga that's starting. So, hey, I'm going to get the girl. Yeah, you had 20 tackles today. Good job, nigga. We got the W, and I'm on the roster. Simple as that, man.
Oh, that's why they think that you're a narcissist.
What? Do you think that's why they think I'm a narcissist? That's crazy. I don't think it's narcissistic. It's experience. It's a whole show called Blue Mountain State based on the premise of this dude that's a backup quarterback, and he's good enough to be the starting quarterback, but he's like, why would I want to be the starter? Because I got to do more work. As the backup quarterback, I can have all the fun and the perks of a starting quarterback because I'm on the team, but I don't have to play on Saturday. It's crazy. We got a couple of things left, right? 2 Chainz status as the Southern legend. Because people was talking about 2 Chainz doesn't get enough respect as a South legend. I want to hear you guys take, and do y'all think Pusha T should be top 50 rappers on the top 50 rappers list from Billboard?
Say it again?
So we got just a 2-part question. 2 Chainz status as a legend. Do we classify 2 Chainz? I do, as a legend for the South. And does Pusha T deserve to be top 50 on the Billboard top 50 rapper list?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, me personally, I know 2 Chainz had it. What's his rap name before?
City Boy.
Yeah, that. I don't remember his career like that, but he had Duffel Bad Boys with Lil Wayne, so that was legendary song. So I know that.
That's when he was in playing circles.
I listened to 2 Chainz. I feel like he's a legend because he had that.
It's not even
my birthday.
I said, not even till now. He's on. It's a vibe. He's on that song.
Yeah, but I'm just saying his hits. Like, you go off of hits. It's like I'm not the average 2 Chainz fan. So I only know the ones that are mainstream songs for real. I couldn't say the 2 Chainz project.
Nigga, the true shit, nigga. When the true religion.
Oh yeah, true. 12, that's 2012 though. That's how I would consider him a legend. But I know he got way more in the catalog than that. But I know he had All I Want for My Birthday is a big, and he had everybody saying true. What else he had? I like bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the.
That's A$AP Rocky song. Yeah.
What else he got?
I just told you that it's a vibe joint.
Yeah,
he got multiple drinks with the Migos. What else? Chainz got a lot of songs. That's not his song, bro.
No, isn't he on that shit? Future?
No, that's Wayne. That's Wayne and Drake, man.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Oh, he got Bugatti.
I woke up in that's Future though, right?
No, y'all forgetting the song with Nicki. Nicki, put it in your kidney.
Yeah.
I don't remember that song.
2 Chainz got a lot of slaps, man.
2 Chainz.
He got joints with Lotto. He got Tony. He made Manny Fresh relevant again for some time. I don't know, man. 2 Chainz is an interesting guy. I think.
My nigga is rich as fuck. I forgot about. Yeah, 2 Chainz got some hits. Yeah, he got some hits. And then we just going through it quick. Look
at them. Now look at us. That's my shit. All my niggas be rich as fuck.
You ain't even know it.
But you know what it is? People they go off that verses against him and Ross. Ross is a hard out in verses for anybody. But right under that tier, which is the GOATs, is Ross, Wayne, T.I., Jeezy, Gucci. Even though I don't think Gucci has necessarily the catalog that the rest of those guys got, but just his influence and his impact on the game in that GOAT conversation for sure. But just right under that tier, right below it, which is that's fucking where 2 Chainz is. With the little babies in them that where they pushing to that first tier right below GOAT status.
I fight 2 Chainz. He's been relevant for so long. He's been relevant since middle school.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you was just singing that Beats in the Trap song. Okay, I do remember that. I do remember. A bunch of good kids.
Yo, Best, don't do that ever again in your life, yo. That sounded wild, crazy.
Forgot about that.
Oh man, but yeah, 2 Chainz is definitely a Southern legend.
Nah, he a legend.
He got a lot of slaps. He got a lot of joints. Pusha T top 50. Jim Jones and been debating with this all week, man. Top 50. Do we put Pusha T in?
Why wouldn't he be?
I don't have an issue if you make a list with or without Pusha in the top 50. But for me personally, I will put Pusha in the top 50 rappers ever.
He was already one of the greatest. He was already one of the best rappers at that time, and
he's still going. He's been out since like 03.
If you want to go off numbers, his numbers is there.
He been out since 03. And he been out since 03 and been putting out fire rap albums since.
And he was a part of a group. He was able to switch over to solo and still do his thing.
Is there anybody that you would take off the list?
Melly fucking Mel. Get that nigga the fuck out of here, man.
Fucking Mel. Who's that?
Melly Mel, the nigga that be hating on everybody. Get Melly Mel. Listen, I understand what Melly Mel did and all that shit. I think
I ain't gonna lie. Chiquisha been in the top 50.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you at all.
But then again, it goes to numbers. So I can't be mad.
Melly Mel was part of the Sugar Hill game, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But you could get Melly Mel the fuck out of here. He did the hip hop, the hippie to the hip hop. You don't stop. That's Melly Mel. And White Lines.
I gotta get the top 50 list again, but.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not him. It's White Lines in the Message. That broken glass everywhere. People pushing on the streets. Yeah, they just don't care. That's Melly Mel. But you could get Melly Mel out of there. Curtis Blow, they could have got him the fuck out of here too.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. You can't say that because you got to about. I think
Curtis Blow was the first rapper to have a gold album ever.
I was saying a lot of
which I can get, but based on the Billboard criteria, it was catalog, it was flow, it was lyrics, and it was influence.
But here's why I say Curtis Blow deserves to be on that list. All the great rappers.
He was in the top 20. Fuck no. 13? Curtis Blow? Hell no.
But you like about all the great rappers took something from him. That's like a lot.
No, they didn't. No, they took more from him.
They always look up to him, bro.
Listen, that was what was played at the time.
Yeah, so you should have rap.
No, nigga, the niggas of the 80s, what they actually wanted to sound like was Run DMC, KRS-One, and Rakim, not Curtis Blow.
You can't say that, bro.
I can say that. I can't, bro. You know,
I
this
know
is the thing, bro. Go ahead, go ahead. What's your Curtis Blow?
I know who Curtis Blow was. I think I watched Biggie's movie. I think it was Biggie's movie, right?
And you heard These Are the Breaks, nigga. That's the only motherfucking song niggas know. Name another Curtis Blow song, because I can name about 5.
Bro, there's a lot of niggas I can't name. I just know they're legends. I go off a lot of them. I wasn't there.
Why? Because niggas told you they're a legend. Do the research, nigga.
Huh?
Do the research, nigga. Don't just call a nigga a legend just cause.
Oh, so that means I can't call out niggas legends then. That's the case. But I gotta respect the OG.
I didn't say I don't respect him, but top 50 in 50 years of hip hop, fuck no.
If you ask me,
I don't disrespect Curtis Blow. I'm not disrespecting Melly Mel. I'm not disrespecting the Treacherous 3. I'm not disrespecting the Fat Boys. I'm not disrespecting Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Nigga. I know the history, nigga. I'm from the Bronx. I did this shit for real. Like, I'm hip hop to the core. I used to do graffiti outside, nigga. Rap and shit. Try to break dance, nigga. And then we had Getting Light in our era, so we wasn't break dancing and shit. Like, I participated in all phases of this motherfucker. And I get it. I understand that they was the pioneers. I'm not saying that they got the pioneers. But top 50? Niggas don't got Raekwon on the list, nigga.
I don't know how he's on the list. It's O'Dell.
No. Only nigga on there, only niggas on there from Wu-Tang is Method Man and Ghostface Killer, which is right. But then you only got you got a top 50 list, my nigga. You got Kendrick Lamar at number 2.
I ain't gonna lie. I knew people look at Kendrick Lamar as a great rapper, but I didn't know they looked at him like a
They had him at it's Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, 4 is Tupac, 5 I think was Eminem, 6 was Biggie. 7 was Lil Wayne, 8 was Drake. I forgot. I think 9 was Snoop and 10 was Nicki Minaj.
When did Kendrick Lamar surpass Lil Wayne?
Never.
In my opinion,
but you know what it is? Kendrick Lamar did win a Pulitzer Prize, and a Pulitzer Prize go to motherfuckers that, like the motherfucker that wrote Charlotte Webb, they got a Pulitzer Prize. It's a very distinguished and high honorable award, and I'm not knocking Kendrick. Kendrick is dope. But if we talk about top 50 ever, I can't put him over Drake.
I don't think so. I feel like more.
We got 5 minutes too before we gotta wrap this up.
And depend the Butterflies, Kendrick Lamar is like greatest album for real. I don't know if his other albums as strong as the other Drake albums.
Drake got more projects than Kendrick.
Yeah, but if you that good, every project you drop, especially number 2, we talk about number 2.
And he takes a long time to drop. So to me, I already got Drake over him. I got Wayne over him. I got Nas over him.
I don't know. Wayne surpassed Wayne. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, man. Listen, we could take Melly Mel off. We could take Curtis Blow off. LL Cool J on there is cool with me. I don't got no problem on there. You got Andre 3000, but you don't got Big Boy. That doesn't make sense. You got to put just Outkast as a group on there. You got Rev Run, but you don't got DMC. Like, to me, it's just certain things I don't understand when it comes to it. But like, again, this is Billboard's list. These are people that's not of the culture. They don't understand things, and some of it's contradictory because I love Big Pun. They got on the list, and I wouldn't take Big Pun off, but they got Big Pun in like the top 30. But they took the raw catalog. Big Pun only got 2 albums. Same argument for Biggie. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the scale of how they scaled their stuff. Curtis Blow doesn't have a catalog really at all. And again, my nigga, I don't. Curtis Blow, he helped globalize. He helped make hip hop popular in America. Same thing when people argue about Eminem. Eminem helped globalize hip hop worldwide, where niggas get paid rock star money on world tours, because hip hop wasn't making as much money. Tupac was getting shows for 20 bands, bro, at the height of his career, in 30 bands. Right now, coming in the game, nigga, 20, 30 bands. Plies is getting that right now, and Plies don't got no hits. Like, not saying in general, I'm in total, but just right now, he don't have no hits. And he's getting, it's 20 or 30 to get him to walk in the door. Tupac at the height of his career with a #1 double album was getting $20,000, $30,000 to perform. Now put that in perspective to what it is after the Eminem show and the Slim Shady EP when Eminem goes on tour worldwide. They're selling the motherfucking tickets to 50 cents. So it's an interesting thing for sure. We could just wrap this up.
And the thing about being on top 50 is everybody got different tastes. You might think J. Cole's a better rapper. I might think Kendrick Lamar. So how do you act like, I don't know. It's hard to debate. It's not like it's basketball. You all gotta go off a championship.
Absolutely.
You might be you might be more into melodic than you might.
But they have a scale. So I'm basing it on the scale. I'm not basing it off my personal opinion. Well, a criteria, not a scale. Excuse me. We got about a minute and a half left before we get out of here. Erica Mena and Safari, right?
Okay, real quick. Amara La Negra, she was on Love and Hip Hop. So
she's fine.
Huh?
Amara, that's the dark skin Dominican lady. Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. Her butt.
Facts.
She had twins, right? So Safari comes as a guest, like hosting the party or whatever, and gifts the twins with 2 Rolexes. Now, mind you, Erica Mena did, we previously talked about it, put them on child support, and Erica Mena states that on his daughter's birthday and his son's birthday, he gifted them with a balloon and cake, and he was a couple of days late for his son's birthday on that. So gifting kids that are not yours Rolexes and you're a kid you don't even go out all out for, I think it's like slack as fuck. And honestly, I don't think kids need Rolexes anyways.
I don't either. And was this on the question? Hold on, question. Best, was this on the show or was this just like in general?
Oh no, in real time. It was their birthday party or something, and he went to host it and give them that.
That's
crazy.
Now, does Safari claim this kid? Like, does she claim this kid as his own?
Is she what?
Does she claim this kid, like the kid that he got with Erica Mena?
Yeah, he was married when he had them kids, man. Yeah, this is not nothing new, bro.
I don't got an excuse for him, honestly, bro.
They was married, they divorced, and these kids happened during the marriage. Snowfall update. Franklin mom is crazy as shit. Snowfall is crazy.
I ain't watching.
Next week is the last episode ever of the series. Y'all got to tune into that. We got to talk about this in real time. But Snowfall is fucking nuts. That shit is wild. Oh fuck, best man, you behind it. I'm not gonna talk about this with you. And lastly, if you haven't done shrooms, you should do shrooms. I'm planning on doing shrooms again. I'm planning on going on a retreat, and I'm gonna have sex on shrooms because when I asked him I was on shrooms, it definitely heightened all of my senses, and all of the colors were very bright. I was not hallucinating. I did do a low dose. I was with some good people that took care of me, and it was a great experience. So I highly recommend if you don't want to smoke weed, or you don't want to smoke the devil's lettuce, some people call it, or the ganja, or the chronic, go with the shrooms. And, yeah, low dosage.
Me should be in town tonight. Yeah, make sure y'all pop out.
It's the Controversial Best of Swoop show, man. I'm here with my lovely co-host, the beautiful and always controversial Christine, and I'm here with the infamous, the notorious, need more hoes, slowly maturing Best. And yours truly, I'm Vis Swoops, your favorite, the best potter in the world, your favorite host, and the overweight lover, the biggest teddy bear, smoothest guy in the room. We about to get the fuck out of here. And shout out to our producer, Mike. Can't do the show without him. Love you, Mike. Shout out to K-Fly. Shout out to Cork and Thorn. And go see Little Meech tonight if you're in Rochester. We out of here.